Hi, Nancy. How are you? So good to see you. So you took the test. It's all right. You know how I feel about this test. They're just out there to get your money. So many of them are not even regulated. Anyway, don't worry. Um, I think they're just out there to get your money, but you took the test and it says that you might be predisposed. First of all, let's think about what we do to our bodies every day is would actually will have a higher impact on our cells and how they behave and whether we would develop illnesses or not. Yes, there is a genetic predisposition to a lot of things, but mostly it's what we do to ourselves. Even if we're completely healthy, no predisposition, if we keep doing things wrong to our bodies, like exposing it to carcinogens or things that could cause cancer, or if we're constantly eating terrible food, then obviously we're going to develop illnesses. So let's do something. Do you have a family history? Let's go back to your family and see whether there was a prevalence of diabetes or any other illness in your family. After that, I would recommend before you go to another provider, or if you want to come see me again, it's fine. Do a journal. Let's write a journal for preferably 7 days. That way you also include your days off, because at least I, on my days off, eat terribly. And it's funny because on my days off, I actually exercise a little less than when I'm at work. So write down everything you eat, everything you drink, include your water. Sometimes we think we drink a lot of water, and then when you see it written down, you're like, oh, I only had 3 glasses of water. I thought I had more. Write down if you exercise, if you have one of those monitors on your watch, write down how many steps you took. It'll be a good idea to include how you felt, like the time as well. Around 7 in the morning, I was feeling very tired, or around 3 p.m., I was super hyper and I had a lot of energy. Do that. We'll regroup with your family history and that. There's also some screening. Research shows that you can do some screening. Now they reduce the age. We're starting screening around 35 years of age. There's populations that are at higher risk for developing type 2 diabetes. Like, I didn't know Asian Americans actually, when there is not even obesity present, they have to be screened a lot sooner than other like African Americans, Alaskans, or Native Americans, or Latino. They can do it a little later, but those are very simple tests that we can take. It's a very simple blood test. We get that information, and that will give us a guideline, more or less, of how you've been for the past 3 months, and we can go from there. But remember, no self-diagnosing, and don't trust everything you read online. If you need information, I can guide you where to get it. The CDC has wonderful resources, and they've been tested, and they're based on evidence. Like, they know what they're doing. There's other resources. I can write it down for you so you can look into that. Dr. Google and Dr. Wikipedia did not go to school, so don't listen to them. There's also something called functional medicine. They look at prevention much closer than traditional medicine nowadays. I've been going to one. It's worked great. They do more testing on your gut. The way that the bacteria in your gut is behaving can tell you a lot about how you're digesting the foods and everything. Sometimes we don't realize what we're eating because we don't have time. We're rushing and we just grab whatever. And when you sit down and actually read what's in it, first of all, if you can read what's in it, that means it's at least processed. So that's the beginning of how you shouldn't be doing things. We should be eating more naturally and less processed foods. But if you look at it, a lot of times we don't read the tiny fine print that says all the ingredients that add up to our poor health. So let's regroup. Bring me your family history. Bring me a little journal. And then we'll do the test and we'll go from there. Okay. Lovely to see you. Take care.